Okay. The question's been raised many a time. You're a man with power. You got a great name for yourself. You're rich. You're loaded. You've got your own mansions, chalets, everything under the sun. You've got it. Okay. You were Ben Waterworth. Everyone's heard the name sooner or later. First of all, the rumours. Okay. The question was raised at the premiere. Okay. By Adam Cousins, great celebrity. Is it true?
Sorry.
Are you okay? Well, let's put it this way: the gay community of Australia, they see you as a massive icon, a massive, 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 big, giant icon. What do you think of that?
To be quite honest, I'm flattered. I think this came from my affair with Kylie Minogue. You know, back when me and Miss Minogue were seeing each other.
Everyone. I've done Kylie. Everyone's done Kylie.
Yes. Well, the thing is, I think it was a bit more prolific when I did it because I'm slightly more famous than you. You see, I've got 3 Oscars to my name.
Do you have your own weekly show?
No, but I have 3 Oscars to my name, and I think that kind of puts me up there. But with Miss Minogue, I think because she's a big icon in the gay community, and when I dumped her, they started seeing a lot of me with Michael Jackson, and. Look,
well, you being a young boy,
yes,
of course.
Exactly. They thought they raised questions about my sexuality, and look, I was offended at first, but to be honest, I'm quite flattered, really, because I mean, if people think of me in different ways than just a highly hot sexual fantasy guy that they want to dream about, that's fair enough. You know, women think about that all the time. I've had women come up to me on the street and said, "Oh, look, I was with my husband the other night, but I was thinking of you," and I was just flattered. And about a couple of weeks ago, I was in San Francisco for an interview, and walking down the street, and this gay guy comes up to me. He's all in his fairy costume and his little hair, and it made me feel sick. But he came up to me and he's like, "Darling, sweetie, I was with my boyfriend the other night. I couldn't stop thinking of you." And look, I thought I'd be offended. I thought I'd bash the shit out of him. I thought I'd call security, get him killed, whatever. But I wasn't offended at all. And about my sexuality, look, I'm as straight as a line, but mate, if gay people want to think of me as, hot and sexy, I'm flattered.
That'd be a male line?
A what, sorry?
A male line, straight as a male.
No, that would be straight as just a line with which I have sexual intercourse with women, yes.
Yeah, there's a line that you're interested in, so...
No, I'm not into lines, but if there's a line and it's straight, that's me.
You do a straight line.
Look, if the straight line had tits and a pussy, of course it would.
Well, it's funny you should say that. Photos of you and your African safari actually show you getting up very close and personal with the lionesses.
Oh, the lion. Oh, right. Look, I think that strings back to the set of Kill Field with the duck and sheep incident. I'm sure you've heard of it. That was a very emotional time for us on the set because Josh was very attached to his sheep. It came back from his trip to New Zealand
and found Tim attached to his sheep.
Well, Tim has worried me. Look, just to be honest with this, ever since we had a location shoot, since we've done Stalker, I don't know if you've seen that one. Of course you've seen that one, the Academy Award-winning Stalker, bloody good film. He played, of course, the homeless beggar, and he got into the role of the homeless beggar beautifully. He spent a week on the streets of New York City in the gutters begging for money. Right? Okay. Now he told me about an encounter he came across with this African American who had just come from New Zealand. And this is a big story, but I'm going to chop it down. Now, this African-American had gone to New Zealand and got very attached to a sheep. Now, I was a bit stirred by this, and I've just ignored it. Now, Tim then started having some weird fetishes. I went to his house for a nice, lovely dinner with his then wife at the time.
And he had a rack of lamb.
He wanted to eat his rack of lamb in private, and that kind of worried me. And I knocked on his door and he hid the lamb under the bed, and I thought, what's going on here? And I looked on his wall, and of course, I should see posters of hot, attractive women, There was pictures of, Wallace and Gromit, sheep. There's one of those pictures where you count the sheep. There was this, a picture of Bugs Bunny in women's clothing. I don't know if you remember the episodes where he used to dress up in women's clothing. That kind of scared me. But just on the set of Kill Field, Josh had been to New Zealand, bought himself a sheep, and within a week that sheep was gone and found dead and had been raped and mutilated. And the duck, well, look, I've seen those eggs and they're not normal, and that kind of freaks me out. And I don't know how big or small Tim is, but whatever he's done to that poor duck, I fear for its, safety. I shouldn't be left alone in a room with this poor duck. Yes, can we move along from that? Sorry.
Just one tail question. Do you find yourself now counting sheep before you roll over and go to sleep?
I'm actually very afraid of sheep now because yeah, what I've seen done to sheep, you know, and what they can do to humans if they're aggravated scares the shit out of me.
Well, I mean, you've done some work with the RSPCA recently. Is that stemmed from this sheep experience?
I need closure. I really need closure with animals, and just working with them really helps me. I'm not attracted to them sexually. That's not my field. Ask Tim about that. But look, you know, working with dogs, cats, and that, you know, that's really given me good closure.
Just gets you going.
Yes. Oh, not like that. No, not like that. And if I did, that would be my private life.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, so are you hinting at something?
Look, I would experiment, but not in the public eye.
Fair enough. I mean,
I'm willing to try anything once.
Start off with fruit and basically work your way down the
fruit's easy.
The nutritious pyramid.
Yeah. The pyramid's always good.
It's a guide to safe sex. Anyway, moving on. Basically, have a bitch. I've been asking everyone I've spoken to today, have a bitch about Josh, if that's Josh, a big old bitch about you, so.
Look, to be honest, I have nothing against Josh really. I mean, he can be an arsehole, he can be a prick, he can be a prima donna, he can be, you know, lots of things, but he's a good bloke, and at the end of the day...
So you're going to be the bigger man?
Look, I'm not a sook. I will take things on the chin, and look, I will hire him for any movie. And look, if we do a Kill Field 2...
Which chin?
Probably the fourth one down here on the right hand side. That's my favourite chin. I've given that one a name. That's actually Sam.
You've actually got something on your chin?
Yes, that's...
That other one?
Yes, well that's a bit of decoration I put, just, you know, the makeup put it on there for this interview. But I don't have a lot of time. I'm actually appearing on Letterman tonight, so I've got to be on the plane very soon. But yeah, look, Josh, great bloke, and look, the Oscar he won for Stalker, he wouldn't have won that if it wasn't for me. So fair enough, he'll probably win an Oscar for Kill Field. I'll probably win one. I'll definitely win one.
You should get up there on stage and accept it.
I did do that. At the Academy Awards, he went up to get his Oscar, but I told him to sit the fuck down, otherwise he's not going to be in another movie. So I took his Oscar. The Oscar's on my shelf at home, and I invite him over like every couple of months to have a look at it. Oh, look, I let him get within 2 metres of once, but the security, they didn't know, so they shot him in the leg. Well, but that was in my summer home in Florida, which is number 13, I think, in that area of town, yes.
Well, I mean, obviously I've had first-hand experience with you, and I can say that the international...
I thought we weren't going to talk about that, Jeremy. That's private information, thank you.
The international media's got it wrong.
Yes.
You are a selfless, kind-hearted man. You are outgoing. You looks to me like you take in your actors like they were your own children. Well,
I'm not Michael Jackson, but I do, get very intimate with some of them. Like if they were my children, yes. But not Michael Jackson era. But Michael's a great bloke. Nothing against you, Michael. Great guy. Yes. Are we finished? Is this it? We over?
Thank you very much, Ben.
Thank you.